love affair with cars my whole life. I build them in my shop, and I race them both on and off-road.
I've spent years on the auto show circuit talking about cars, but now it's time to get behind the wheel and find the next adventure.
Together, we're setting out to tackle all things that every car enthusiast should do.
This is The List.
Welcome to The List. I'm Jessie Combs. While Patrick is out on another adventure, I am in the Motor City, where every year on the third Saturday in August, Woodward Avenue on the outskirts of Detroit becomes home to thousands of classic cars. This is the largest one-day automotive event in the entire world. It draws over 1.5 million people and over 40,000 classic cars. So join me while I check Woodward Dream Cruise off of our list. Now I'm driving a brand new 2013 Shelby GT500, but here at Mustang Alley, you can find Mustangs that date all the way back to the 1964 and a half. So while I'm here, I'm gonna go check out all the muscle. Does I need to have this one? Oh, you're gonna let me start it?
You want to?
Well, how much different is it different than the GT500?
A lot.
More?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to try it. Do you wake up every morning with a smile on your face?
I do.
And what is it that you love so much about Mustangs?
They're a great American car.
Mm-hmm.
They've been around for a lot of years. Good technology. Look at the styling. It's a beautiful car.
And it feels great.
And it feels great.
At any car show, especially here in Mustang Alley, it's tradition to show off what you got under the hood. So I figured I'd show off my 5.8-liter supercharged V8, which makes about 662 horsepower. I mean, with an engine like that, how could you not want to show it off? Mustang Alley happens to be one of the hottest spots in all of the Woodward Dream Cruise. Now I'm standing next to co-leader Matt Sroka. Now Matt, how many Mustangs are you expecting to show up today?
We have 800 cars registered, and we have over 70 on the wait list.
And that's how many are allowed to come in and park and show themselves off?
That's as much room as I have in the city of Ferndale.
With 800 cars, how long has Mustang Alley been going on for?
We've been running it for 14 years now.
How many cars did you start off with?
About 40 cars in the first year.
Now, what do you think is the draw of what brings all of these Mustang owners to want to sit in Mustang Alley all day?
Mustang people are just enthusiasts. They just love any chance they can get together.
Tell us about the spectrum of Mustangs. I'm sure there's going to be like the first ever made Mustang sitting here, maybe?
Not the first ever, but we do have the 64 and a half here. There's actually quite a few examples, all the way up to the 2013.
How many models of Mustangs are there?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I gotta say, stumped me.
All right, I'm cruising on Woodward with a good friend of mine, Scott Burgess. He is senior editor at AOL Autos as well as Autoblog. Scott, what's up with this car? I love it.
Well, thank you. It's a 1964 Corvair convertible brought to you by Chevrolet.
How long have you had this car for?
I have only had this car for about 5 months. This is a car that I've been looking for my whole life. I got a tip that it was for sale, called this 84-year-old guy down in Sarasota, Florida, the second owner of this car, mailed him a check for $5,000, flew down and drove it back to Detroit. The reason I wanted 1964 was this is the last year of the original Corvair body style.
Now, how long have you lived here in Detroit?
Well, I've lived here 8 years now. This would be my 8th Dream Cruise that I've gone to. And so what Detroit does is they come together, and the Woodward Dream Cruise is 1 million people are lining these roads right now in this like celebration of Americana.
Is this your 69 Roadrunner?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jessie. What's your name?
Phil.
Phil, nice to meet you. This is a beautiful car.
It's got new paint, got new everything on it.
So it's got a lot of money in it, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
How long have you had it for?
I've had it since '69. I bought it new.
Right off the lot.
Right out of the showroom window.
Walking by this Pacer, it's one of those cars that you just can't help but stop and take a look at. And what I noticed first is it's a sleeper.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
What's your name?
Tom.
Tom, I'm Jessie.
Glad to meet you.
Tell me about this car.
It's a AMC Pacer, Steve Bashford actually owns it. I helped build it. Pretty much it was a vision he had. He's a little on the odd side, obviously.
So I'm standing in front of the Donut Patrol, and I'm gonna assume that Officer Naughty is the owner of this car. Officer Naughty, do you have a real name?
Jeannie Kime.
Well, how many years have you been coming to the Dream
Since
Cruise?
it started in 95.
You want to take me on a little walk around your car? Show me your favorite things, what you love so much.
Well, if you hold my gun for a second.
Yeah, I'll hold your gun.
First of all, lights.
Lights. Driving in a cruise like this where traffic is going fairly slow and having a manual transmission, how's your leg feeling?
Well, my leg is tired, and we've almost got up to the first mile of the 7-mile cruise. Shifting into Dream Cruise, you're a lot of first gear, a lot of second gear, and then that's about it.
I'm Jesse.
Paul.
Paul, nice to meet you. Megan. Megan, nice to meet you. What's up with all of this anti-cruiseness?
Well, I've lived here my entire life.
I live 2 blocks off of Woodward.
And you don't like it?
No.
And every single day, we have to shut down our normal lives for people to come in out of town and take up what is the main thoroughfare for our entire city.
Okay, but it only happens once a year.
It's still really obnoxious.
No. It shuts down Woodward, or at least it makes it harder to travel down Woodward for at least 2 weeks before and 2 weeks afterwards. It's all in good fun, and we're doing this ironically mostly. I mean, come on, we're anti-cruising in the cruise.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, but you're driving in the cruise.
It's not like we actually absolutely hate the cruise. It's an annoyance on our life, and we thought it would be fun to kind of take a different step this year and go anti-cruising in the cruise.
All right, just sitting here right next to Woodward Avenue, watching the cars go by, met this lovely gentleman, Greg Ellis. Greg, how many years have you been coming to Woodward Dream Cruise?
Oh, it's almost since it started.
Oh, you've been sitting here watching these cars go by all day.
Pretty much so.
All right, what's this?
This is an MG. It's a 1957.
What is your favorite car that you've seen today?
I'm partial to the Cudas. Anything to do with the 68, 69, 70 Mopars. That's me.
The 50s, where a lot of this car culture starts, and especially the 60s, almost all of the cars were being made in America, and we were exporting all of them all around the world. You take this snapshot, and at that time, America was the wealthiest nation, and we did all this manufacturing, and we did all of these things, and the car was what was the defining factor. Our entire country is built upon the car.
We are an automotive country for sure. To see and plenty of things to do. So I think we can officially check Woodward Dream Cruise off of our list. What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you next time.